Call Yahweh Yahushai Bashim Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone, and shalom to the brethren. I want to get into the hazards and the persecutions that the men of the Most High are required to suffer. It just says in the scriptures, when you come to serve Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, prepare thy soul for temptation. Okay, it's almost likened into you having a proverbial target on your back. Okay, because when you look at that, the fact that we don't wrestle against flesh and blood, you realize that the principalities and the left side is on the attack on a higher intensity upon the men of the Most High. Okay, because it's a rite of passage in the pretty much in the army of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. Okay, it's a way that we are made hard. All right, and it's the way the Most High is gonna fucking test you. He's got to test his men and try them. Okay, so that they can be bolstered up and built strong, immovable. All right, and it's not fucking physical, right? This is all spiritual, and then and mental. Okay, but it does translate into those other aspects. But primarily, it's regarding your spirit that's being strengthened. All right, through those chastisements, through the persecutions, and when you go into this word to hazard your life, these men that hazarded their life, it goes into ultimately a full relinquishing of your life, okay, of our so-called aspirations and fucking, you know what I'm saying, the so-called goals in life and the achievements that you had it in your mind before this truth to obtain. All right, it was all counted for fucking dung once we came into the truth to realize that this is fucking pure hell comparison to what the Most High has prepared for us. It fucking pale in comparison is an insult to how bad and how fucking of a knockoff that this place is in comparison to the kingdom. All right, this place pales in comparison to the kingdom. That is an insult. That's how bad, and the disparity and the contrast that this place and this life is in comparison to the kingdom, man. All right, we're in these fucking chains of darkness anyway, and we know that the Most High is completely defied here. The defiance of the Most High by the masses of the people is severe in this modern day time, especially. All right, but this is a rite of passage, as Apostle Gabar has been going into, meaning this is required for the men of the Lord when they come into this truth, man. Okay, when they come to serve Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. This is in Acts 15:26. It says, men that have hazarded their lives for the name of our Lord Yahushai Mashiach. Okay, so you got to realize one thing, that the Most High deals with reincarnation, and the prophets, the vessels of the Most High. Okay, they were always notoriously in this boat. All right, and even to this time that we're in now, the Most High has His men, His vessels that are on this planet. One of the names for it is the elect. All right, or the remnant. See, and it's always a small number, a tiny number, really. Like it says, a wave to a drop. The men that the Most High dealt with is infinitesimal in comparison to the population of the world, and even in each time that they were in. But when you look at these men, the Most High dealing with reincarnation, these men came back in their same lots, man. Okay, they are reincarnated to perform the works of the Most High. Okay, to prophesy, which is one of the main things. It talks about the spirit of prophecy. All right, and if it says if you do anything, prophesy is the greatest gift. Right? It says, if any man speak, let him speak according to the oracles of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. The oracles literally goes into prophecy, sayings of spoken before of future events. Okay, but this word hazard goes into relinquishing our life, man. Paradidomy. It says to give into the hands of another. Okay, so by hazarding our lives, it's liking us into us completely letting go from this fucking flesh and what can happen to us, separating. It's that tie to this flesh, huh? And to any tie, severing the ties that we have to this place, man. All right. It says to give over into one's power or use. All right. We're ultimately given into the use of the Most High. And it says, let's see about what it says about the death of His saints. Because it even tells you that it pleased the Most High to bruise Yahushai, precious in the sight of the Most High. Psalm 116 and 15, precious in the sight of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is the death of His saints. Okay? Because it's the ultimate love, it's the ultimate expression of allegiance to die for someone. All right, and of course the Most High, if a man or a fucking a woman down here is pleased by that, is fucking completely what is that word, in complete gratitude of that, right? How much more the Most High? See, that's precious to Him. Because the Most High, you're going to the right back to Him any fucking way. Right back to the Father of Spirits, man. This is in Isaiah 53 and 10. Yet it pleased Yahweh Shem Yahushai to bruise him. He hath put him to grief. With thou shalt make. Let me go up in 9. You should know. Okay, let's go ahead and finish this. Continue in 10. said, yet it pleased Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai to bruise him. He hath put him to grief. When thou shalt make his soul an offering for sin, he shall see his seed. He shall prolong his days, and the pleasure of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai shall prosper in his hand. Okay. So it was to the Most High's pleasure to bruise his son, his only begotten. Okay. His right hand man. His top creation. So how much more the elect, man? How much more the Alahayim, all right? Or his vessels, all right, his prophets. This is back in the blue letter. So we're given over into the youth and into the power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. That's exactly what a vessel is, okay? Or a conduit. It's something that the Most High is occupying, so to speak, okay? Speaking through. And then a subsequent to that is we're vulnerable by us going out into the highways and hedges. And what in speech is what is considered seditious, okay? What is considered treasonous against America, okay? Or whatever society that the men of the Lord are in. All right, whatever country or kingdom. Okay, speech that was considered seditious, and that your freedom can be taken, or worse, your life. All right. So that's the hazard. It's completely relinquishing your concern with what can happen to this flesh. All right. Let's go down here in B. Let's go in B in the second bullet for the outline. It says, to deliver up one to custody, to be judged, condemned, punished, scourged, tormented, put to death. Okay. Just like I mentioned, without the us performing the work, without concern for our liberty being taken, man, and even up to death, our lives being taken. You see, but there's an aspect of the men of the Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai making this decision, so to speak. All right, accepting that mission. It talks about that in meekness, in the breakdown for meekness in the blue letter, man, or the meek. It pretty much is a picture of a man completely accepting the will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai as good, whatever be done to us, okay? Ultimately, we know that chastisement, all right, fucking heartache, lamentation, mourning, and woe, all right, suffering, persecution, hazards is a rite of passage in this thing. It's required, and therefore we're going to have to go through that, man. When you go into that rite of passage, it means you can't even fucking pass through unless you have that prereq, so to speak. All right. Rite of passage. A ceremony or event marking an important stage in someone's life, especially birth, puberty, marriage, and death. Okay. Let's just get this real quick. All right. A religious or solemn ceremony or act. A rite. Etymology. Religious observance or ceremony. Formal act or procedure of religious observance performed according to an established manner. Okay. Right. Okay. So check it. It says, wow, to deliver one, to be taught, to be molded. Okay. To be molded. That's what a vessel is. That's also what it says, the potter having power over the clay. All right. To relinquish our fucking lives into the hands of the Most High, because He's got it anyway. All right. To allow Him to mold us and to craft us in the fashion that He sees best. All right. It says commands, rights. All right. So it goes into that right. It says to surrender, to yield up, entrust, transmit. It says betray, bring forth, cast, commit, deliver, give over, or give up. All right. Hazard, put in prison, recommend. All right. So we're supposed to surrender. They said that, they talked about that in the Christian church. When the only thing these motherfuckers was doing, these bitches in the church were doing, was surrendering their draws. Okay. Up into the fucking officials in the church and shit. All right. They talk about I surrender all, but that's exactly what the men of Yahweh Shem Shai are required to do. All right. To give up, right? To give up your fucking so-called aspirations and dreams, and the you know what I'm saying? All the fucking goals and the plans that people have. All right, that we even undoubtedly had before we came to this truth. All right, but it shows finding out about this truth, the beginning of times, the middle of times, and the end of times. It makes this place and everything in it so trivial. All right, and primarily wickedness. We want absolutely nothing to do with this place after finding out about these mysteries, man. Okay. Let's get into this next precept. Acts 7:52. Which of the prophets have not your fathers persecuted, and they have slain them, which showed before of the coming of the just one, of whom ye have been now the betrayers and murderers? So, the prophets, the men of Yahweh Shai, were all persecuted. This is proof in the scriptures. This is rhetoric. It's asking rhetorically which of the prophets have not been persecuted. All right, by 2/3 of the nation of Israel and the heathen. Okay, absolutely none. Every last one of them they did. All right. So much so that most of them got put to death. All right. And if they, why not the men of Yahweh Shem Yahushai in this time, in the end, there will be some, but there's more of them that, because like it's pursuant to the precept that goes into who trusted in the Most High and was forsaken. All right, He's going to grant deliverance to the majority of the 1/3 of the 144,000, and ultimately the dead shall rise first any fucking way. Okay, so what kind of a scenario is that going to be? Those men that actually do get put to death. Okay, like we said, it's instant transmission to the spirit world, to the Father of spirits. Anyway, right, and separation from these. This body is fucking pain and heartache. All right, it's suffering. Not death. Okay, and the sting. It's a bitch ass spirit to worry about the sting of death. You know, because as the soldiers of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, we are already separated from the flesh in many ways. All right, we know how to turn that off. Man, we've fucking gone through mental preparation for even preparing and getting our minds ready for potentially be tortured, man. Okay, we meditate on that often. All right, so it's a spirit, a warrior spirit to not even fucking entertain that, and Salakia to not be fucking phased by that, man. All right, and like it says, no greater love than he that lay his life down. Okay, for another man. All right. So this is a guarantee in this thing that you're going to be persecuted and potentially slain, but persecution is it's a prereq. All right. This is in Acts 9:16. For I will show him how great things he must suffer for my name's sake. Going into Paul. All right. And just as we mentioned, this is characteristic of all the men of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay. They all had to suffer for the Most High. And why does it keep saying for the name? All right. So we do indeed have the name. And our forefathers had the name. The real persecution and the hatred and fucking the pretty much the people's real beef is against the name. Okay, and it's a vibration. It's spiritual. All right, rousing up those fucking demons in the people, and that's why these niggas don't use the name. Okay, just as Paul suffered and all the prophets of old before him, all them that came after are going to have to go through the same exact thing, man. And they have. The apostles and elders of Great Millstone, man. Okay. They have their accounts of catching pure hell, man. Different occurrences that went down to where their freedom was taken. They've been scoffed and scorned incessantly since I've been in this thing. All right, men coming after them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Coming against them. All right, and then you have a full fucking blackout on Great Millstone, man. A media blackout and pretty much them abhorring us. All right, the running fucking joke and shit of all these other camps. But that just shows you the ones that are most reviled. It shows you the Most High is dealing with. Okay, well, we're gonna have to suffer, man. It says in John 15:20, remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also. All right? So if the servant is not greater than the master, meaning the master being Yahweh Shai, okay, and keeping in mind what he had to go through, what he had to endure, and we are indeed not greater than him. All right. So it's unequivocal that the soldiers of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai are gonna have to go through this, man. All right, you're gonna have to catch fucking mad hell. All right. I'm finishing off. Mission 2 and 10. For none of those things which thou shalt suffer, behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. Okay? That's ultimately what we yearn for. That's why the Most High have no problem relinquishing any ties to this life or this flesh that they have. And in that is expelling the regard that we have for our so-called safety. All right? And that's not saying to be reckless. That needs to perform the works and the requirements of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. Okay. It says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. How many times does it tell you that the men of the Most High are going to suffer, man? Okay. And that tribulation, that 10 days, is just a perfect number. Okay. And what is the reward at the end? Is a crown of life. All right. What it talks about sitting on 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel, and ultimately the entire universe. All right. This position that we're fighting for, okay, this crown that we're fighting for, It's the highest position that any being, all right, that any form of the Most High's creation, obviously outside of Yahushua, can achieve, okay, can obtain. That's what we're concerned with, all right? Not our lives here. Not fucking, like it says, they love not their lives unto death, all right? And like it says, that the the essence of what meekness is to allow the Most High to use us as He sees fit, okay? As a vessel for Yahweh Shem Shai. Like it talks about, one of the things in that is, talks about um, refraining from premeditation when it comes to our responses when we get detained in that time, if and when. Because it's a high likelihood that a lot, the men of the Most High, I mean, we don't know how many, what percentage, what ratio, what um, that they'll get taken into custody and have to respond to this devil. Okay, like it just said, to be casted into prison. It talks about um, refraining from premeditation of what you're going to say unto them in that time. Okay. So with that, all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh Shem El Shai, Baal Shem Ruach HaKadosh.